Hello everybody, Merry Christmas. Today we're celebrating Christmas with a purple dinosaur named Barney, because why the fuck not? This special is not very good. It's very early in the Barney cinematic universe, 1990, and I actually saw this when I was a kid, believe it or not, so it has a little bit of nostalgia value. It's not good, though. So let's go back to 1990 when the show was called Barney and the Backyard Gang and not Barney and Friends, and Barney looked a little weird. So this special isn't very good. It does have those Christmas vibes that everyone yearns for, so it has that going for it. So if you have a little baby, put this in front of them, and they might get some enjoyment out of it. Maybe you will too, depending on your mental state. It's about two dumb kids who are like, let's see if we can find Santa, but they're sleepy, and they sing a song about how they're sleepy.
Watching for Santa to appear.
Hey, filmmakers, if the kid can't sing, don't make them fucking sing. This is fucking awful. My ears are bleeding right now. So these kids just want to see Santa, I guess, and you'll find out later that you really don't want to see this Santa, but we'll get to that. But instead of Santa coming down their chimney, it's Barney, I guess. Even though I thought Barney comes alive through plush toys with their imagination, but now he just comes down through chimneys, I guess. Realistically, this Barney suit would not be able to fit down this chimney, see how big it is, but uh-oh, for the magic of editing, he just randomly pops out. And for some reason, this version of Barney's mouth is like constantly moving and he's not talking, so it's just really jarring.
Just heard from Santa a little while ago, and he wants up.
Look at these kids' terrible acting. They're supposed to be shocked, but they look like they're just like, what? They're like, yawn. Let's look at that again. Let's look at that again, okay? Barney's like, here's Santa coming. He's like, what? The girl's like, oh, I guess I'm excited, but not really. Through the magic of some terrible special effects from the 90s, the other kids appear because I guess Barney wants to take everyone else on a trip, I guess, because why not? They then sing a song about Santa, but it's a reaffirmed version of another song. Like, was it? I don't even know. I don't know what it is. It's like a nursery rhyme song where they spell out Santa's name, which is something you don't want to do because if you mess up a letter, you get Satan. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Barney. So Barney finds another kid to kidnap because I guess he's a kidnapper in this universe. And Barney makes them all go on the sleigh in an amazingly looking great effect. This effect is so fantastic. I love it. You can barely see the screen popping off the kids. So Barney's supposed to take them to the North Pole, but you can tell by this map that he fucks up and has to take a giant U-turn there. Like, what the fuck, Barney? Are you that bad of a sleigh driver? So the kids go to the North Pole and they find a guy in a costume. I mean, a snowman. Totally, it's a snowman. It's not a guy in a costume. Just don't ignore the fact that he has holy arms. And apparently their imagination brings a snowman to life. Even though it looks like a snowman was dying of limpness before. Like, okay, I don't really understand that aspect, but whatever. So they fuck around the ice skating rink, making a star, David, I think, I don't know. Then they go inside and meet an old woman who's Mrs. Claus. They don't even meet Santa, they meet Mrs. Claus, and yeah, that's exciting. Barney can't even get his ass to the door, look at that.
Like the big feet.
So Barney wipes his feet, which is good, but these kids don't wipe their feet, they let the snow in. They're fucking jackasses. Barney should teach them a fucking lesson by eating them to death, like a dinosaur would. By the way, did you know that Mrs. Claus has a computer? Yeah, isn't that cool? Looks very high-tech, doesn't it? So the kids get excited because they can be elves, because who doesn't want to work for a Santa with no wages? And this makes them perform a rap. I'm not making that up.
My name's Michael and I'm looking like an elf. Only problem is I'm all by myself. Hi, I'm a...
This makes me want to jump off the nearest iceberg. If I had an iceberg to jump off of, I do not. So, yeah, this scene is awful. So after that, they go back home and they're like, we're tired, but we want to see Santa. Barney's like, let me read you a story, you little bastard. So Barney pops up with the world's biggest Night Before Christmas book in existence. It looks fucking flimsy as hell. And I guess the kids have no peripheral vision because while he's reading it, Santa decides he's going to load the stockings like a weirdo. The way he does stuff is like kind of like weird. Like, look at him, the way he's moving and watching like a weird creeper. And the weirdest part about this is that you can clearly see Barney's eye go over the book. Like, you can clearly see what Santa's doing, but he doesn't even mention it. He just, I'm just going to read this book still. But lucky for Santa, they immediately fall asleep and he decides to lay out the presents for the little kids. And then Skinny Santa goes to the camera and says the scariest thing ever.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
What the fuck? Why is this so scary? Also, why is this beard so fake? If they can get a guy with an actual beard to do this? And then it ends with this stock footage of a JPEG going over the moon. Very weird.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
That was bizarre. So this movie is kind of like a weird Christmas fever dream. It's like 30 minutes long, so your little kid will be entertained. They'll probably fall asleep watching the Christmas book, and they'll be scared to death of Santa whispering at them. I'm a cool guy, so I have this on VHS tape, but if you want to watch this, it's free on YouTube. So go watch it there if you really, really, really want to watch this. I can't stop you. I mean, how could I? I don't know where you live. I'm not saying I'm not a creep. But that's the end of this video. Merry Christmas, and I just hope that Santa's will creepily whisper to you while you're asleep, alright? Thank you for watching.
Merry Christmas.